Alright. Nothing I love more than answering some questions. I'm just gonna get right into it. From Dak is Back. Ritualistic masturbation? Don't understand. Sorry. Don't understand. What a shitty way to start this. By Hans Kvieg. I remember you. Have you ever considering just giving up making YouTube videos? Never in my life will I ever stop. Never stop. Never. Do you feel any sort of obligations towards your fans? No. Do you have any regrets? Say, if you could change one thing that happened to or you did in the past, what would it be? Probably asked it 4,000 times. I don't really regret a lot of stuff. I think my biggest accomplishment and my biggest regret is dropping out of school, because like that's like the biggest like event in my life, which is pathetic, by the way. No 20-year-old person should be looking back on like their first high school year and being like, "Yeah, that was the highlight of my life," because I succeeded in dropping out and it was a big failure on my future. Dak is back once again. Welcome back. Dak is back with candles, a Ouija board. Does having sex with a ghost sound appealing to you? No. Hit me up, demon rape. Fuck you. By aroused 15-year-old. What is your stance on never had any. I don't know. Don't know. By Midge. Ever been drunk? If not, what is keeping you from trying? I have never been drunk in my life. I've tried alcohol 3 separate times. Never liked it. I'm also below drinking age anyway, I think, so I can't. Well, that's never stopped anybody else, but I personally will use that as an excuse until I'm no longer drinking age, or until I am drinking age, and then from there on I'll just be like, yeah, I don't like it. Which I could just say now, but fuck, I don't like alcohol. I don't like the taste of it. It sucks. I'm certain there's a few wines that taste delicious. There's probably a few taquiris or daiquiris or tequilas or scotches or vodkas that I would probably maybe perhaps enjoy. But for me, the only real drink that I've ever had in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years has been water. I haven't had fucking soft drinks. I've barely touched juice. No milk pretty much at all. Just all water. So, I look at alcohol as a beverage, and in terms of just beverages, I think it's like the lowest of the low. Plus, being drunk is the most... I have a lot of bad experiences with people who are drunk. Let's just put it that way, and I want to avoid that for myself as much as I can. Dak is back. How big is your biggest dildo? I'm assuming you have more than one. How deep does a colon go? I'm kidding. Don't have any. By Hans Kvieg again. If you could change one attribute you own, would you? If yes, which and why? I would probably change the fact that I'm fat. That'd be a good tribute to change, because it's not really an attribute. That's kind of it's a part of me, but I don't want it. What qualities would you look for in an ideal partner or friend? Someone who... Okay. Friend, I have a few of them, but I don't know what an ideal quality, or what qualities I would look for. Basically, I can get along with anybody. I have a very... I'm very just talkative in general. I don't talk that much, but I'm very talkative. Like, if you get me in the right mindset, I will talk for hours. I don't know what I would want for like a wife or a partner or anything like that. If I had to choose, I guess somebody who would just be like super understanding about little things, like understanding little things and not making a big shit out of it. For friends, I actually have no idea. I have a wide variety of friends who have different qualities. Anything you dislike about the current day and age, society, etc. There's a lot, but I personally don't view it as anything that I should be commenting on. It's not for me to say what is good, what should be, and what shouldn't be. It's not my problem. What would be your ideal occupation? Something that paid me a lot to talk and I didn't have to work a lot. Like, for instance, radio seems like that. Like, you can talk as much as you want in radio, pretty much. Well, as far as I know, it doesn't seem like they're overly stressed out about anything. Any radio station I've ever heard of, like they always sound like fine. And I know you're supposed to put on the act of you know, casual businessman kind of people, but like you're supposed to like make it casual in the radio business. And just beyond that, like I never hear anything like ever about radio people having stressed lives or anything like that. They always seem really chill people, which is kind of nice. I would never pursue that, of course, because I'm a useless idiot. By Borfuses, what is your favorite type of butthole? I don't care about that question. By Dark Carnage 1234, how did you figure out you were bisexual? I was browsing for pornography one time, and I decided, you know what? I'm sick of girls. Let's look for some guys. I looked for some guys, and I jacked off. That's how I figured I was bisexual. By Get to Da Choppa, how can one guy be so edgy, XD? I haven't been edgy since I was about 18. When do you think you will actually stop coming to this site? I come to this site about... I used to come... Oh my god, you know what? From when I was 15... By the way, I had my 5-year YouTube anniversary. No one probably gave a shit, but... from when I was about 15, when I started my channel here, till when I was about 18, before I moved out here, this site... I would just absently type YouTube into Google. If I was trying to search for anything else in Google, I would just subconsciously just be like, okay, let's go to YouTube. I don't do that anymore because this site is ugly as shit. And I've talked about this before, but I mean, it's just completely unappealing to me. The comment section is like the only thing that I give props to YouTube on, which is why I'm doing this, because it's not despicable to look at anymore. How does the average day for you go currently? I think there's another question like this at some point, so I'll answer that one later. Do you even lift? Not really. Please tell us more about your League of Legends hatred. That's I've talked about that before. I've never actually gone into full detail about it. Basically, I'm just sick of the foreigners. That community is the worst community I've ever seen in anything ever. I would rather go to like Comic Cons or a DC gathering or something like that, like some super nerdy bullshit. I'd rather go to that than like just play a game in League of Legends. I do play games in League of Legends sometimes, but I pretty much only do it with my friends now, like no other times. Name a few questions you'd want us to ask. I would want you to ask some very personal questions. Because I'm basically an open book at this point. I don't give a shit about YouTube. Basically, I think it's ridiculous that some people are still like trying to like hide their name and stuff, because who cares? No one gives a shit. What is your opinion? Oh, that was by Zero Tag Rate. This one's by a Brutal Cup. I like that name. What's your opinion on Obama Romney in the U.S.? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, I just realized just now, this is a perfect example of how my psyche has changed in the last few years. For Obama McCain, oh my god, I'm getting stuffed up now. For Obama McCain, I think it's just because Obama is a kind of a nasally kind of word. But for Obama McCain, I was all up in that shit every fucking morning. I'd wake up, watch CNN, go to bed. You know, not go to bed. I'd wake up, watch CNN for like 2-3 hours, go online, watch this like Democratic National Convention shit. And I didn't care really about the issues really that much, but I was just so intrigued by it. For whatever reason, I was intrigued by that election. This year, I didn't even know Romney was the candidate until about 2 weeks ago. Maybe he was the candidate 2 weeks ago or something like that, but like I didn't know who was leading. I didn't know. I knew Ron Paul was still like running, but like that's it. That's because that's the internet, and that's only people talk about on the internet is Ron Paul. That was a horrible way of phrasing that. But yeah, like don't give a shit. My lack of giving a shit lately has been like staggeringly like insane. I didn't think a person could give less of a shit about stuff than me. What's your stance on drugs and or guns by Hans Kapig? Drugs should be legal. Guns, I'm not a fan of, but I, as long as people don't like use them, I don't give a shit. The Lonely Warrior 1. Are you as excited as I am to see your sexy face on YouTube in a few months? We've all been waiting, Slappa, waiting and watching. That's like the only thing that I'm probably gonna do, and then I'm probably just gonna like go on like a 3-month hiatus playing StarCraft again, and then like I don't know, like I've had so many thoughts of how to fuck that up for you guys. Like, how should I like take a picture of my face as a silhouette? And then put a banana over it or something. Like, there's a lot of weird things that I've thought of that kind of like I can fuck with that idea so much. When you make a promise like that, I said this before, when you make a promise so far in advance and the date is rapidly approaching, it gives that person so much time to think of how to fuck with it. And I've had a lot of time to think about that, and I will likely just end up doing it, but you know, there's a lot of ideas that I have. I might make a video about that at some point if I give a shit. Do we get to see your face on Christmas or this or next year? Of this or next year? By Gantnorth 937. This year, yes. What's it like being a member of the Illuminati? I'm not. Zacot. By I Am Mullet. What would you consider your special talent? I have a voice that nobody in the world has. Nobody. If someone has my voice, they don't have my speech mannerism at all. I have a very, very unique way of sounding to people. That's like my only talent, is that I'm good at talking. That's about it. Hey Slappa, what is your favorite thing about Reddit? StarCraft. Because I know you are the best faggot there is in the USA. Dumb Matt the Cruel. Did you buy a Slappa bag yet? I might. Good stuff. I don't really need it, but I might just because. Do you even give a single fuck about the WoW expansion? I know I don't. By Narcissus 468. Not in particularly. I will probably end up trying it just out of curiosity if I have money and if I have a computer that works at that point. I will end up trying it, without a doubt, probably. Probably, without a doubt, maybe, I don't know. By Zeriono1. Will you have been playing Guild Wars 2? Will or have you been playing Guild Wars 2? No. How has your day been? Rylandsk. It's been okay. I just woke up a few hours ago. And I'm getting stuffed up already. Why does this happen? Ugh. Pisses me off. I was totally fine. I'm starting to get a little allergic. Do you read/watch Chinese girl cartoons? If yes, what's your favorite? No. Cameru Desoon, I do not. By Mr. Penfold 66. Would you ever play the Shivering Isles expansion for Oblivion? I might. I don't think I'd make any videos about it, but I might play it. Which is like another example of why my psyche is fucked up, is because whenever I got a new game a few years ago, I wanted to play it and make a video about it. Like, my first thought was, okay, how am I going to make a video about this? My first thought was, how am I going to make a video about this? Now, my first thought is this game good? Like, that's it. It's not a matter of if it's good or bad anymore. It's a matter of, or it wasn't if it was good or bad. I'd make a video anyway. In fact, it would be better if it was bad. But, fuck, I suck. I Smart the Great. Do you browse 4chan? If so, what boards do you browse and what do you think of them? I browse comics, video games, video game generals, and occasionally GIF, and WorkSafe GIF, and sports. That's about it. There and Guy. If I had a melon, would melons grow inside of me until I explode and give birth to the panda people? No. By a bunch of numbers. Do you believe in the Illuminati conspiracy? Are we heading towards New World Order, one world government? No. Do you believe in magic? What about okay, this is by Killjoy 9001. Do you believe in magic? Absolutely not. What about Soul Leader appeals to you? I am a huge fan of character development in anything that has very good character development. Very good. Thoughts on weeaboos and or furfags? Weeaboos, I'm not exactly a weeaboo. I just watch anime sometimes. I'm okay with them. I like. I mean, I think it's like if there's going to be a fandom for something, why not for that style of animation? Why not for that kind of that art style? You know, it's appealing. And furfags, what about furfags? I guess stop it. Fursuits are not cool. By another bunch of numbers. Okay, I'll read this one. 56489455621. Do you believe that a god created the universe? No. By the YT Chronicles. Welcome back. When you leave YouTube next week, will you delete the account or any videos? I will never delete a single video I ever make. In fact, even if I don't make a video for a year, a full year, and my account somehow becomes suspended, I will do everything in my power to get my channel back. Because my videos, whether I like it or not, they are a part of me. Because I am not anything. I am like the worst person in the world, to be honest with you. Let's be honest, Petrov was right. I'm the worst person in the world. I don't do anything. I don't think anything. I don't accomplish anything ever. I don't make anything. I don't create anything. I'm basically just a piece of shit who just sucks in air. I'm basically just a problem. I'm a problem. Let's be honest with that. Why am I saying let's be honest a lot? I think that's like the 5th time I've said that. Let's be honest is a nice little segue into something. It's a nice little time buyer. It's a lot like, in any case. I like that. No, I'm not leaving YouTube next week. By PVM vs. WoW. I don't know what that means. PVM, not vs. WoW. PVMS WoW. I don't know. I'm sorry. Who is your favorite person? Currently alive. I don't really have a favorite person. How would you want to die? Tor Cloudy. I've answered this like a million times. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it anymore. Do you wish now, by free roaming Ratchet, at your current state and age, that maybe even an inkling or particle today of you, looking back, this is confusing as shit, wanted to remain at your school and carry on with your standard education in college, university, etc. Every day, pretty much of my life, I think, how would it be different if I just stayed in school? How would it be different if I decided to just stick around and deal with the shit fucking forever? Would I be benefiting right now? To be honest with you, I don't think it would help. School just never felt right for me. It felt right in grade 1 to 4 because grade 4 actually it felt even great. Elementary school was like, I always look back at elementary school with fond thoughts. I cannot for the life of me remember the bad times in elementary school. Middle school and high school were shitty. Middle high school, I suppose that was the school I went to. In middle high school, that was shitty. I don't remember much good shit about that at all. Mostly because I didn't have any real friends in any of my classes. I had a bunch of friends, but none of them were in my classes. And the only time I ever got to hang out ever... You just think about this. People go to school all the time, right? Like, everybody goes to school, pretty much just watching this. Everybody has, at some point, went to school. Did you ever once go to school for doing work? Ever? I can't think of one time anybody has ever said, boy, am I excited for math class. Don't remember that at all. People like to hang out in class. In grade 7, in grade 7, I had 2 friends. I had 2 friends in grade 7. My first year of middle school. I had 2 friends in grade 7, and that year was okay. It kind of just flew by. I almost failed because I didn't give a shit really about like math and science especially. If you didn't pass math or science, it doesn't matter what you did and everything else. You could have gotten flying A's and everything else. Don't pass math or science, you fail. That sucks. I hated that shit. That was like that just one of my friends. He failed math and science. He was B's in pretty much everything. He got A in history, or I guess humanities it was called, and he still had to repeat the grade. That is some bullshit. That I lost a friend that way. Just because he got a 45% in math and a 40% in science, which is just a barely fail. What the fuck? Like, that's not fair. Ooh. Okay, so basically, no one goes to school for work. Everyone wants to hang out in school. I used to hang out in grade 7. It was a fine year. It flew by. What was the question? How would your life basically? How would your life be different, and do you regret it? I don't regret it whatsoever. I think it was the perfect choice for me. What I did to follow that up probably was a horrible choice. Basically, sitting around and not doing anything for 5 years. Doing occasional like part-time summer job here or there, but basically not doing shit for 5 years. That is like inexcusably lazy. I don't have any motivation for that. Yeah, how would my life be different because of that? I guess, I don't think school would have benefited me at all, because, I love spending so much time on a question that I've just walked around on for fucking, I don't know what I'm talking about. My life wouldn't be different if I stayed in school, because I think I've demonstrated that I'm incapable of change. At that time, I was becoming the person that I am now, and became at around 16 years of age. I don't think I've changed much since then, and since I'm so incapable of change, I don't think my mentality towards that kind of treatment, those kind of people that I went to school with, and the kind of shit that I had to deal with on a daily basis, from the teachers especially, I don't think I would have tolerated it. I would have still hated it just as much as I used to the point of me just not going to school, like just not going. Mr. Jeff Sacco, why don't you upload more DOs? I like that question. Because I personally don't want to. Very simple. Actually, let me explain a few things that have compiled into me not wanting to upload DOs. Sony Vegas is not my cup of tea anymore. I had a PC. I talk about it in the past tense. I have a PC currently, but I fucked it up beyond belief, so I don't know if it's ever going to work again. But when that PC was working, I had Sony Vegas. And whenever I rendered a video with Sony Vegas, it took just as long on that beast PC than it did on my shitty laptop. That is annoying. I don't want to wait 2 hours for a 10-minute video. I just don't want to. So I just don't make those 10-minute videos, and I don't have to wait 2 hours. Very simple. That compiles into just my overall laziness, and I don't want to do it. Are you going to school right now? Says 437. No, I'm not. I got a GED, and I haven't done shit since then. Says 437. Why are there tons of Slappa bags advertisement in the suggestions? Because my products. You should buy my products, obviously. I'm advertising my products. Do you have a problem with that? By Matt JB2Able. Do you think you'll still play... this is marked as spam for some reason. Do you think you'll play video games as you get older? No doubt. Do you think it's socially acceptable to do so? No doubt. Especially it will be, because the people who will be old in 10 years were the people who grew up with video games. Fuck, the people who are 10 years old right now grew up with video games. I think it's totally acceptable. Why would it be not acceptable to play video games? It's part of our culture now. Have any of your friends quit playing video games due to being too old to play them? Hell no. I don't... Okay, look at T2 Darlanton. Okay, he plays video games. He's like, what, 32 or something like that? He's not exactly young anymore, but, you know, he still plays them. Why not? I don't see any problem with that at all. By Wire96. Are you ever going to show us your drawings? Probably not, because I don't have a scanner, and I don't know how to get them on my computer. If you could bring one character to life from your favorite book, who would it be? I wrote about this in my Tumblr thing. It would be my favorite trilogy of all times is the Troy trilogy by David Gemmell, and basically just takes a new spin on the siege of Troy, and it's so like just the character development is so brilliant. Again, like that's my favorite thing about anything is the character development. How does the character begin? Who does he talk to become the way he is in the end? And what does he do during that time as well? I love that shit. But just beyond the character development in that story, the world development is also just genius. Yeah, so like that's like just just a bonus. I don't think there's a book that I've ever read that combined so perfectly so many characters with so much to add into a world that's constantly changing. That's just brilliant. It's perfect. But the character I would bring to life would be Odysseus. You may have heard of him, the guy from Odyssey. Would you rather go a week without bathing, be able to change your clothes a week? Oh, I've answered this as well. I've done both of these, so like I don't care. What are you up to nowadays? Which games do you currently play? Well, what am I up to? I play StarCraft and I jack off pretty much all day. That's pretty much all I do. What games do I currently play? StarCraft. Have you seen the new Batman movie? If not, are you planning on seeing it? I have not seen it. I haven't heard quite as good things about it as I would think. In fact, I think a theater got shut up watching it. Do I plan on seeing it? I don't watch movies. Like, just plain and simple. I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV shows. I don't watch movies. Don't know why. I just don't. 196. If you could wake up tomorrow with a body that someone else currently living, would you do so? Whom would you pick? Probably just some hot girl that I like. I've experienced being a guy. It's great. It's fine. I want to be a girl for a while. Like if I had to pick somebody else, I wouldn't pick somebody famous like Penn Jillette. Like that's a good choice. But like I want to be a fucking girl for a while. I just want to know what that's like. You know what I mean? I've experienced one half of the equation, and if I could, I would totally pick a female body. So just any hot girl that I saw, I'd be like, yeah, let's go in there, see what happens. Not as you think, of course. I'm bisexual. I don't do that. I don't have sex with those girls. If you had to be trapped in a TV show for a month, what show would you choose? Again, this is based totally on whether I've jacked off the day that you ask me. Probably like I've answered this before as well. Not in a video, but I've answered this before. Basically, if I hadn't jacked off that day, you asked me this, I would just like pick whatever anime had the hottest girl in it, and I'd just be like, send me there. If I did jag off the day you asked me, my mentality would be totally different, and I'd be like, send me to Survivor or The Amazing Race, some reality show that like I would never have any hope on at all, but I just wanted to like do it. Since I'm going to be trapped in it for a month, that's about as long as Survivor lasts. So why not? And then The Amazing Race lasts. So like I'm guaranteed to be in for that long. So I'm pretty much going to win. So give me some prize money. That's a good way of looking at it, I think. By Avangan Sangan. Is it true that on the way home last night you got fucked in the ass and mouth by a pack of hungry niggas? I don't leave my house. That's not possible. By GDog120. If you were forced to kill one group of people, who would you choose? Who would you choose? Could be a race, a fandom, or some political fags. Everybody who smokes weed and is proud of the fact that they smoke weed. Just kill them. Get rid of them. Go away. Maybe just eliminate weed. Just eliminate weed in general. I don't give a shit about how much how wasted you are, man. Oh, the blunts. Shut up. Oh my god, that's annoying. Cast me 13. Cast me 13. Let me read that without squeaking. Why did your dad leave, and will you ever seek out a relationship with him? He left because he was super violent to my family, and we didn't like that. So he left. We made him leave. That was like when I was 2, so I don't remember that at all. Why is your stepdad such an alcoholic dick anyways, always trying to hassle you? Because he's fine, I don't know, he's just... I don't think he's even really alcoholic. He just drinks, and when he drinks at least once a week. And when he drinks, he becomes like just like this wall you cannot talk to, and like he's like a wrecking ball. He just fucks you up. He doesn't punch you or anything like that. Well, not often, but like he does like just he's annoying. Fuck, I hate that he, my father, and a few select other people who I've seen drunk are the exact reasons why I will never touch alcohol ever. I think that is something to be proud of. Not doing something. Not doing something, you goddamn 420 stoners. Doing something does not make you right. It doesn't give you the right to be proud. Not doing something gives you the right to be proud. I think being straight edge is so much like, it takes so much more like commitment than fucking like, oh, well, there's some weed here, I guess I'll just smoke it. You know what I mean? Like, that's their mentality. When they saw weed in my house, when I made a video that showed marijuana growing in my house, their first thought was, Slappa, are you smoking it? No, it's not like, why is it there? It's like, are you smoking it? That is the... Oh, I hate that stupid fucking mentality. Die. Why did your sister move away? We moved away. Me and my mother and my stepfather moved out here, across the country. She stayed out there. I wish to God that I stayed out there. She was out here for 2 months and then moved away. By Chmorello 1. If you're Canadian, does that make you subhuman compared to the great American people? Obviously. American number 1. Fuck, I thought everyone knew that. By Zuricaton. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what song would you choose and why? Probably a song that I haven't already listened to for the majority of my life. There's a song called The Last Firstborn by Celldweller. I think that is the song that I have listened to the most in my entire life. If you just compared every song that I've ever listened to, made a playlist of them all, and looped it for as many times as I've listened to up to this point in my life, that would probably be playing for about a full 3 months straight. That song. I've listened to that song so many times, so it would not be that one. Probably... Oh, this is a tough question. Something really, really long, and like an hour long of, like an hour long remix of a few songs that are ambient. So I wouldn't like associate anything with it. I'd just like be constantly in this state of la kind of thing. How long do you think until we achieve our plus? H plus? What? Not the shitty web series, but the actual transhumanism. Don't care about transhumanism. I've never been interested in that. Furthermore, if it happens in our lifetime, what parts of yourself would you augment with this technology, assuming you would actually do it? If not, then fuck it. I like that mentality that you have. You're asking something that's actually a good question, and if I don't answer it, fuck it. Good mentality. Good job. Thumbs up for you, sir. Wasabo7. Parts of myself would augment into transhumanism technologies. I've actually, I've never... let's be honest with this. Another let's be honest moment. I don't give a fuck about transhumanism. I don't know the first thing about it at all. If you're talking about Deus Ex, I've never played it, so I wouldn't know about that either. I don't know. I don't have the knowledge to answer this question. I'm sorry. Inappropriate Banana, welcome back. Did you get into the beta? The HOTS beta, I'm assuming. No, I didn't. And if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to run it anyway, because Swarm hosts make more free units, and fucking Zerglings, and Banelings, and Locusts, and Vegetarians would make my computer literally shut down, because my PC would run it, but my laptop sucks. By Midgets in Your Anus. That's a good, funny joke that I'm not sick of yet. Smuggle minute, shut up. Why was that the top question a few years ago? I don't understand. Like, I made a questions video. For those of you who weren't here for that, I assume you all were, but For those of you who weren't here a few years ago, I made a question and answers video where I would answer the top 10 most thumbs up questions. For whatever reason, Do You Smuggle Midgets in Your Anus had like 3 million thumbs up, and I never understood why. It wasn't that good. Slap at his face. No, I don't know how to answer that. I'm sorry. I'm hoping one of you asks me about Skyrim at some point. Holy shit! Like, I want to explain this, but like, no one's asking me. Look out, Siffy. Why are you so very silly, Slappa? Die, you boing. I don't know. Hungerth, dear Slappa, have you given Daisy a try? No. X near his Suto. Do you like traveling to new places and stuff? Also, what the fuck do you want from life? I don't like traveling. I hate traveling. Well, I can't say if I like traveling or not. I like driving. I've never driven anything in my life, but I like just being driven, I guess. That's always nice. It's impossible for me to fall asleep on planes or in cars or anything moving like that, so I can't sleep during any travel, which is why I don't like traveling. And what do I want out of life? I want to have a job where I'm actually happy, which I don't know if it exists. I doubt it exists. Do you even lift? The Zome. No. Why are you so foul? X Lyman, X Lobster, X Raunchy. Nebraska Football Sioux? I like that name. What did you think you were going to be when you grew up? Never, ever in my life have I ever given an answer to that. I've talked about this a little bit as well, not in the video, but whenever anybody ever asked me, Slappa, what are you going to be when you grow up? Or I guess Justin would be my real name. They wouldn't call me Slappa when Slappa didn't exist. Justin, what do you want to be when you grow up, man? Like, this ranged in school all the time. This is a very common question in school, if you'll remember. They would always ask you, at some point, they go around the classroom and say, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? In grade 3 especially, I remember this. They make you give an answer. They don't allow, I don't know. Which is what I always have said in my entire life. I've always said, I don't know. My grandfather also used to ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I answered him all the time, I don't know. Even when I was like 8, I said, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. But in school, they make you give an answer. And I always opted to just say comedian, because why not? You know, your family thinks you're funny. They laugh at your jokes because, you know, you're a child and you say something kind of cute and they laugh. So it's like, oh, you're funny. No, you're not. You're just a child. So I never knew. I never gave a straight answer. What online names did you / do you use other than Slappa? If you had to move anywhere, where would it be? That's a good question, Marmalade8. These are the kind of questions I like. The online names that I've used. An ICQ back in like 2000 or 99. I used the username. It was like JVH and a bunch of numbers, something like that, or JVS. I don't remember. It was a weird name like that. For RuneScape. Okay, hold on. Let me talk about this. I first started off on the internet pretty much as far back as I remember on, well, at least the first big thing when I was like super involved in the internet was Neopets. I used the, this is such a stupid name. I used the name Killa_bot99. KillaBot99. Stupid as fuck. I didn't even have anything with that. I was just like, I gotta think of a cool name. A killing robot with the numbers on it, which was stupid as shit. I went to Gaia Online. I still use that. Then I used a bunch of names that I like, role-playing names, like Jas. I used fuck. There's a few more. And then I went on to Antique Nickel. From there, I did make the name SLAPPAYURFACE on Gaia back in like 2006, and I was like, it's stupid as shit. I'm not using that, so I just went back to Antique Nickel. Then I got RuneScape. RuneScape I made Nano 9004. This was in grade 5 when I first started RuneScape with a few friends. Made Crimson_Nano. No, Crimson. what the fuck was it? It was Nano 9004, and then I made Crimson underscore Nano for my email. So those are the few ones. Nano 9004 is one that I've kind of used here and there. Then I made WoW, got WoW. My first ever character that I ever made was named Jerrican, and I made him because I like dwarves. I think dwarves are the coolest race ever. And I just thought, what would a dwarf look like? And I just made him. I was like, okay, this is what a dwarf would look like if one actually existed. So I made that. I think the name came from like, it was like I did the random name generator at the bottom, and it was like Jerzil or something like that. Jerzil, Jerzhyl or something like that. And I was like, I'll just take out a few letters and put my own in. And I was like, Jerrican. Nah, sounds fine. And I've pretty much used Jerrican and SLAPPAYURFACE pretty much since 2007. Those are the only two I've used. And if you move anywhere, where would it be? South Korea, Norway, or St. Louis. Is it true what they say about the Slappa 18-inch? Oh, you're damn right it's true what they say about the Slappa 18-inch. Come get yours today, slappa.com, or whatever. His name. Which Sable 11? What movie films do you like the best? I've made a list about that. The top 10 list, in fact. I'm Cooley1101. Hello, Slappa. I've been watching your videos for a few years now, and I was wondering if you really hate it. Dude, why don't you stop? Not saying you should stop. I don't hate it. I hate YouTube's layout, which is driving me away, and I don't want to come here ever again. I dislike the people who comment on videos pretty much all the time. I wish people would comment on videos more, but, like, intelligently, you know what I mean? Like, not just, like, quoting something in the video, not just pointing out something funny that happens in the video, but, like, criticism, maybe, perhaps. Maybe a review of the video, something like that. Not fucking, well, what the fuck, you said funny in 1312, go there. And whenever people link something in the video, that's something funny that always happens, they always link to the moment after the funny part happens. Like, oh my god, 1323, RIP in peace, headphone users, and like you go there and it's like, you hear like a, and then something else happens. And it's like, oh, I guess you linked me the tail end of the part that you're linking. They do that with funny shit too. They link you the tail end of the joke, and they're like, haha, go to this part for the funny joke. Not after the joke, you dumb shit. Link to the joke at the beginning of the joke, which is before the end of the joke. Yeah, commenting that people are stupid. I'm not gonna stop ever. Never gonna stop. Sometime happy. What's the number one thing you look forward to in your day? Jacking off. Have you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? If so, is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood worth watching after Full Metal Alchemist? Definitely yes. I watched both. The first one was, it had a lot more subtlety to it than Brotherhood did. Brotherhood was kind of like explained like in detail how everything was happening. That's not to knock it or anything like that. It's still a brilliantly written series. So the fact that they have to explain it like that really isn't that big of a deal. Once you understand it, you'll be like, oh wow, that's genius. But the first series was, I think, just biased for me because like I just like subtle things much more than things that are in your face. So I think Brotherhood is still like perfect, like it's a perfect series. But Fullmetal Alchemist, the first one, I think it just made a little bit more sense to me. Are you going to sign up for welfare if you can sign up for welfare? Why? Okay, I made up a scheme a while ago. Like, I had insomnia for a while. I think I still do a little bit. It'd be so easy to say that I can't get a job because I'm an insomniac, and all I'd have to do is just stay awake. That's it. I can stay awake. I'm awake pretty much all the time. It's not a big deal. I'm not sure how viable that actually would be. What is your favorite meal? Anything with meat in it. I don't know. It's hard to actually pinpoint something. Which country is the USA going to invade next? Probably Cuba again. Is Misty still your number one girl forever? Totally. She is my waifu. YouTube, or as I like to call it, JewTube, is gay as butt fucking another man, so why are you still on it? There are many other more websites you can go on. I've already established something here. why not continue with it? I know it's not exactly like a pretty website anymore, but let's look at all the other websites I've had something on. Blog TV, that's gone. I watched gay Sonic porn on it, and I got banned. And I guess Twitch TV, but I can't stream anymore because my PC's dead, and fucking XSplit ruined my life. So yeah, there's only other websites I've done things on. So I pretty much can only stay here. My head. It's about a little past halfway done, and I'm getting to that point where I need a drink. Ooh. Do you think you'll ever move into your own place? I hope so, yeah. What do you think is the most attractive part of a woman? To be honest, probably legs, for me. Do you listen to Opie... Oh, what the hell? Do you listen to Opie and Anthony by ShadowCrashed81? Super Zombies Are Gone is the last question, by the way. No, I've never listened to Opie and Anthony. Maybe once or twice, like just on a YouTube video or something. Why do I fucking love you so much, Nick Patient? Because I'm like the only cool person on YouTube at this point. Pretty much. Like, think of a few cool people on YouTube. You can't. You just got me. I'm the only cool guy. Skype FC MFK Gecko My Echo. I don't know what that means. SK Boy JFK Ska Boy SK a boy. I've read that as a fucking StarCraft name. Ska Boy JFK Bloodsucker. Don't know what that means. If you could improve WoW to your liking, would you? Yes. One Brenzy 43. Oh boy. Okay. Same guy. If you had to make one type of video, be it WoW, Let's Plays, and so on, for the rest of your life, or at least for the rest of your time on YouTube, what would it be and why? Let's Plays, no doubt, not even a thought in my mind. And how was your day? With Let's Plays, with the kind of Let's Plays that I do, I can divulge into a few different things while doing that Let's Play. I can do a few different things in there. Like, for instance, when I first thought of the Let's Play of Skyrim, my first thought was, let's not do character updates anymore. Let's do commercials. Stupid commercials. Like, it'd be a video within a video, you know what I mean? Like, I would just have to do that. For example, one of the first commercials I ever thought of was, this is spoiling it. Fuck. No one's watching this anyway. I was just gonna rip a Frosted Flakes commercial out somewhere. Like, I just thought of this while I was having some Frosted Flakes. The first time in like 8 years. I was like, this will be a good commercial for my Let's Play that I thought of. I was thinking of ripping a Frosted Flakes commercial, just playing it normally, and at the very end, I would just like zoom in on Tony the Tiger's face, smiling, and just freeze it, and just be like, and it shits out real good. You know, like, that's funny to me. That's funny. That's my kind of humor. And it shits out real smooth. It's stupid, but you know, I could do that. Like, that would be a full video for me, like on any other day. But I could just do that in the Let's Play. And my day is going very nice. I haven't jacked off yet though, which is the highlight of my day, of course. My dog 21. How come you have never tried drugs like weed because your family grows it and it's easy to get it? Why don't you give it a try? Shut the fuck up. Biggest phobias, pet peeves. One Brenzy 43. Phobias, I guess I'm a little arachnophobic. I'm not really like scared of spiders as much as I am scared of watching them move. You know what I mean? Like, it's just freaky how fast they move, and I don't see them fucking... their legs just go so fast, you don't see them move. They just kind of like... they're alive, but they don't move. This is exactly why I'm kind of scared of trees. Because trees, they move, but they're not alive. You know what I mean? Like, they don't exist, really. Because things that exist have their own muscle structure. Things that exist move by themselves. Spiders moves by themselves, but you just don't see it because they're so fucking quick and weird. Trees, they don't move by themselves at all. Never. They never will move by themselves because they don't exist. I I don't know why I keep looking away from my screen when I answer these questions. Like, I spin in my chair away from the screen, and then I, like, kneel down. Not kneel down, but I, like, slouch down. And then I talk into the ground. And that's how I answer these questions lately. I'm not sure why. Mr. Questionable. I thought that was Mr. Questionnaire. What's the worst book you ever read? It was a Stephen King book. I don't remember which one. Greatest moment of your life. It'll be when it hasn't happened yet. I guess I'll just say that. How would you summarize your life up to this point with a sentence? Displays a horrifying lack of motivation. That'd be it. Least favorite holiday? Easter. Never understood Easter. I had a lot of fun when I was younger with Easter, but I mean, never understood it. How do you feel about the rapid evolution of today's technology? Is it rapidly evolving? I thought they were just making phones with higher bit rates. I don't think that's really technology evolving. Do you read comics at all? If so, which ones? If not, why not? The only comic that I've ever given a shit about has been one that I discovered recently. It's a Homestuck kind of style thing. I hate Homestuck. Oh my god, it bores the fuck out of me. You can ask anybody who I talk to regularly. I have tried about 5 or 6 separate times to read it. I've read it out loud in calls to people. I've tried my damnedest to read it to myself. I've even just read the links. I haven't read the boring-ass, long-ass descriptions of, like, shit that happens in you know, the words that I hate. Like, the Homestuck, the person who writes Homestuck, is the biggest proprietor, you like that word, of words, my last video. He basically just, like, says in all of his descriptions for every page, he has at least one word that is so douchebaggy that I just hate it. Like you don't need to fucking put that word there. It's supposed to be like, never mind. Anyways, the only comic I like is one called Prequel, and it's one set in the Oblivion universe, the Elder Scrolls universe, in the Oblivion setting. The character development again is great. I like the main character. It's like the only real character in that series. It makes sense. I like stuff that makes sense, and you know, I can watch it evolve. I love you. Let's make babies. And what's your opinion on gay marriage? Opt 1. Gay marriage, I want a lot. I want everywhere to have except gay marriage. Why not? What the fuck? Why not? Knock knock. What is worth dying for? Me personally, like nothing. I don't want to die, because then I'll miss a lot of stuff. Crusher Kid 883408. Are any plans for the future Let's Plays or anything? Thank you! Oh, yes, okay, here we go. Any plans on future Let's Plays or anything? I thought your Skyrim one was actually pretty good. Are you still going to that school? No, I'm not going to that school. I got a GED there. Anyways, the Skyrim Let's Play. I'm standing up for some reason now. I can't make it anymore. I want to, and I will the second my PC's fixed, but once again, let me explain how horrible my motivation is. Okay, so let me explain. Let me explain this. Oh shit, I need to explain this. So, I made a video a few weeks back, months back, perhaps by now, called Technical Difficulties, and in there I describe how XSplit was not working, so I did a system restore to when it was working, which of course fucked my PCI Express slot, which is in my motherboard, up, and then I decided to, well, I'll just keep going without it. So I kept going without my graphics card, and that went fine for a while. Then my motherboard arrived. I ordered a motherboard to replace it so I can get the PCI Express slot pretty much fixed. So it arrived. I took out my processor from my old motherboard. I noticed, wow, there's a lot of bent pins in here. So I'm like, oh, well, that's fine because I got a new motherboard. And then I realized, oh shit, I have an Intel processor and this is an AMD motherboard. Motherfucker. So the processor wouldn't fit. So I put it back in the old motherboard with all the bent pins, and lo and behold, it just plain and simple didn't work anymore. So I was like, okay, well, I guess my motherboard's fucked. My old motherboard's fucked. So I need a new motherboard now, for sure. I ordered a new motherboard, which took another week and a half to get here, and it was dead on arrival. DOA. Dead on arrival. I got a refund for that, got a new one sent out here. I put it into my PC. This is about a week and a half ago now, or about 2 weeks ago by now. I put it in my PC, and it turns on for a second, and then it just turns off. My PC powers on, powers down, just like that. And that pretty much that exact time it took me to say that. Powers on, powers down. So it's not dead on arrival, it's working. I probably just fucked something up. And really, my lack of motivation is so, like, just staggering that I don't even want to touch it anymore. Like, I've given up, essentially. I'm like, well, my PC is fucked. I don't have a PC anymore. Back to my laptop. That's what I've just been doing. And that's so, like, just indicative of how gay I am. Like, that just shows you, like, I don't do anything. Like, I could just take this, like, since I've pretty much given up on it, I could just, like, pick this motherfucker up, which I'm doing right now. I just picked up my fucking PC, and just bring it into, like, a repair shop, and just be like, fix this. Fix it. I have money, fix this. But I don't do that, because... Well, I probably would if I had, like, a driver's license, but once again, I'm lazy as shit, so I don't even have a driver's license. So basically, I'm just stuck, not doing anything. I'm just like, well, I don't want to fucking bother anybody to be like, hey, take me to a repair shop. Because then I have to go talk to the people, and I have to go fucking explain what the problem is, and it's like, I know I need to do that, but, like, I really don't want to. And it's like, why don't I want to? There's no reason not to want to. It'll fix my PC. I'll be able to do shit again. I can play Tribes Ascend. I can fucking make the Skyrim Let's Play. I can play StarCraft without lagging due to swarm hosts. You know, like, that would be so good. But I don't fucking do it because I'm just, like, a shitty person. And, like, I've tried to prescribe, I guess would be the... No, not prescribe. Would be, diagnose, I guess would be the right word. I've tried to diagnose, like, what the fucking problem is with me, and I just can't do it. Like, it seems to me like I have no problems at all talking with people. I have no problems at all, like, having a conversation or, like, just interacting at all. But I just don't want to. Like, I love talking with people. I just don't want to do that one step that brings me out from my computer, away from my room, to converse with those people. Like, why? What is wrong with me? I'm just so fucking... I suck. Yes, I will continue the Skyrim Let's Play once it's finished. My PC is fixed. And, like, I even emailed the manufacturer of my motherboard, like, saying what the problem is. They emailed me back a list of things to try. I've done a few of them. I haven't done the other few. You know why? Because I'd have to fucking take out my motherboard again and just do all this other stuff that might fuck it up even more because I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like, why even bother? I should just take it to a shop and get them to fucking do it because I really have no idea what I'm doing. Which is really strange because you'd think a guy who spends his entire life on a computer would know how to at least make one, but I don't. I don't know how to make a fucking computer. I'm useless. Galitia. Hi, Slappa. I've been a long time sub of yours, since your top tens, heh. That's not that long. And I was wondering, if you got paid to go see an expert on how you would see the world and how you believe the world should be, he tells you how insane you are and where you stand mentally or some shit, like mentioning, would you? Keep it moist. That's cute. So basically I go to see an expert who tells me that I'm insane. Well, I don't really trust people who tell me that I'm insane. I know when I'm insane, and it's not consistently. There are times when I become a little bit tilted, a little bit off the edge, but I don't think I'm just by nature insane. Yeah. If I got paid to see an expert, what? I get paid to do that? Wow, weird. What's the last horror-related thing that has scared you? Be it a video game, a movie, drawing, etc. It would be that thing that I made a video about last Christmas. That fucking comic, Christmas Scary or something like that. I don't know. You scroll down and the shit pops up at you. That is legitimately that legitimately, like, I don't like screamers like that. Well, I like them, but like I don't like actually, like, the first time. The first time it's scary as fuck, and it's like, whoa, hey, come on. That's the last thing that scared me. Batman or Spider-Man? Spider-Man, obviously. Would you wipe out the entire... Well, I guess Batman. Would you wipe out the entire world except you and Petrov if you could? No fucking way. Oh my god, I would... No. You get unlimited food that you don't have to work for, and you can play games all day and suck Petrov's dick. Seal Clubbing Clubs. Oh, that was Mr. Labrastones who asked the Batman Spider-Man question. Seal Clubbing Club. No. Because then, eventually... Well, I guess it would be unlimited for me, because once I die, the Earth is barren. Yeah. I wouldn't do that anyway. What is the one thing that you want to see happen in your lifetime? I want to see the Mars, the Moon... I mean, the Moon or Mars attempted to be colonized. Not just, like, not colonized entirely, but, like, just attempted. Like, someone has given enough of a shit to actually try to do this. Why doesn't, like, I want that to happen. If someone asked you to believe you were a pessimist or realist, which would you say? Pessimist or realist? Probably a realist. I have to think about that one, though. I really don't know for certain. Because I am very pessimistic, but I'm also very realistic, so I have no idea. Yeah, probably. I'm spending too long on this. What do you think of an individual who uses the phrase, "Keep it moist, man, peace"? Oh, I love that person. What are you talking about, YT Chronicles? Oh, Gamers Know Your Place is the guy who asked that. I keep forgetting to name people. God damn it. Did you have a good summer? No. What did you do? Nothing. What is your immediate plan for the whole getting a job thing? I probably will never have a job that I'm happy with. And I probably will never have a job, actually. I don't know. I want to, but, like... Here's the thing. There's two things. The laziness complex that I explained earlier kind of goes hand in hand with the interview thing. I'm totally fine working for people. I like working. I like doing stuff. I'm not quite fond of getting up at certain times and being told to be at a certain place at certain times. It's not like... I hate that about stuff, but I mean, it's kind of necessary. That's why I want a job where I can, work whenever I want, stuff like that. Or it doesn't make me work all the time. But for interviews and stuff like that, I'm totally fine with doing interviews. I like talking to people. I think I have a lot of qualities that, like, would benefit working places. I'm sounding like I'm giving an interview right now, actually. But, like, I don't want to do that extra step and actually, like, go out there and do it, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a weird fucking thing, like, standing up again. What is your meaning? Okay. Fuck, I need to sit down so I can read this. The sun is glaring in my eye hole. Kermit de Kipper. What do you do to cheer up when you're feeling down? I have good old masturbatory sex with my hand. Are you disappointed in people/humanity? And if so, do you purposely look for something that would disappoint you? Randomness. Are you disappointed in people/humanity? I've given up on having an opinion on those people. If so, do you purposely look for something that would disappoint you? No. I used to. I used to be a person who was and did, but not anymore. Do a day in Slappa's life video, you dumb fuck. Is that Cray? Oh my god, that's Cray. What's going on, Cray? What's hanging? Totally tubular, man. Radical. Whoa! Cray 672K. Day in the life of me. Well, I might as well just tell you what a day in the life of me is like. I wake up, I get on my computer, I, like, watch videos, I I have masturbatory sex with my hand. I like that more than jack off. Masturbatory sex with my hand. That's so, you know, that's like, it's a little bit more classy than just jack off. And then I play StarCraft, and then I go to bed. That's about what I do. How are you doing, asshole? Mike Roski 1. I'm doing okay. Just Blaze 99. How long did it take you to get Diamond League in SC2? How many build orders do you have? What race do you use? What made you better? I like questions about StarCraft. How would I answer this? How long did it take me to get Diamond League in SC2? It took me about 8 months to get from Bronze to Diamond. How many build orders do you have? I have one build order. No, okay, let's be honest here. I play Terran, by the way. I have about... There's like an infinite number of things that I've tried, but like I've never gotten anything quite perfect. I have about 4 or 5. 4 or 5 that I know how to like execute to a certain point. To like, yeah, whatever. And what was the other part of that question? What made you better? Watching streams of people playing in first person, not watching fucking Husky. Oh my god, that's like a big mistake. People, if you wanna even like feel like you're kind of improving, don't watch like videos or streams of people watching a game. Watch people who play the game. Watch people who like, and just learn little things. Like I didn't know how the fuck to make like. I didn't know when the depot timing was for a while. You send it out on 9, then when you have 10 you make a depot, and then you make it barracks immediately after the depot's done. That's pretty much, that's a standard opening. That's what you do. I didn't know that until I watched the stream. Those are little things that make you better. Just pay attention to shit like that. Jocks 1992. Coca-Cola or Pepsi? I don't care. Jocks 1992. I don't care. By Dark. Oh, from Dark Ids. So I can show your face probably. By Masked Blazer. How is school going? Not doing it. What is your plan for your life? Attempt to do something and then die before I'm 40 probably. Why haven't you tried smoking weed yet? Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. It's so annoying. Why ain't you got no pancake mix? Sum up your sense of humor in one sentence. With stable 11. See, I don't know if you want me to make a joke or if you want me to like just tell you my sense of humor. One sentence. I like stuff that is an uncommon parody of an uncommon subject. Perhaps with some distortion. That is my sense of humor in one sentence. Did you enjoy our recent chat on Steam about how your fans love you? Mr. Jake1064. I barely remember it, but I think I was serious about half that stuff I said. So, take that. It's the JS, yo. Since the Dutch elections are up, and I'm probably your only Dutch subscriber, I'm asking you, Slappa, my beacon of light, for your humble opinion on who I should vote on. Well, oh my god, I haven't been following the mouse at all. Oh no. Oh no. Dutch candidates. My Rendiamage. Can you think of a dumber WoW expansion race than pandas? Yes, I can, easily. That's a stupid question. Carl, are you really going to kill yourself when you turn 30? Probably not anymore. I think I've moved that up to 40. I keep thinking of things that I can do when I'm 30, and I'm like, oh, that's actually not bad. I might as well try that. Have you ever actually? This is by incognito. Uki mail. Have you ever actually gotten a question worth answering from us? A few times. Like, I think 5% of the questions I get are worth answering. This time, actually, it's been very nice. Like, a lot of them have been worth answering. Rotten Goat Smuggler. Why do you think you push people away and reject physical human interaction? Because I would rather talk to my computer than talk to people, which is so fucking strange. Gnome Tears, 2 days ago. I don't know why I read that at all. What do you have to say to faggots like myself that have seen every single one of your videos? Ah! By Gnome Tears. According to your previous Skype name, it appears you have been watching Game of Thrones. Are you enjoying it so far? Nope, not watching Game of Thrones, and I'm not enjoying it because I haven't seen it. By Gnome Tears again. Would you ever consider transferring your brain into a robot for eternal life? That wouldn't be eternal life. That'd be my brain a robot until it expires. Slappa in the nude. What? What do you think is the main factor causing the death of the internet? By death, I mean general drop in quality. Monetization totally caused part of it. I think it's just a lack of creativity on people's part because of the monetization. It's not because monetization. It was a factor in the decline in creativity, which is in turn declining in just the quality of stuff. People now can get. It's a lot like video. Like it's. There's a lot of examples I can give about this. For example, Diablo 3. I did not like Diablo 3. A lot of people didn't like Diablo 3. A lot of people didn't like Mass Effect 3. Basically, from what I can tell, and even like Duke Nukem Forever and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of game examples for this as well, and there's a few movie examples too. Basically, if people know they can get money out of something, why should they put effort into it? It's a foregone conclusion that they're going to make money off something, so they don't have to put their heart and soul into it like they did in, like for example, Planescape Torment. I am not a fan of Planescape Torment, but I am a fan of the effort put into that game. So much effort was put into that game. I tried it and I didn't like it. I can't really explain much about that, but I know, like, I can respect how much effort was put into that game. I tried Diablo 3 and I didn't like it because of the amount of, like, just... It seemed like they had it on autopilot, that whole game. Yeah. Just monetization causing the drop in creativity, which caused the death of the quality. Jewish boat user, what does your family think of your YouTube channel? They don't know. Mr. Pancake, so slap them. Are you going to show your face? Yes. Owned you probably. Owned you hard. What are some of your hobbies? Reading, writing, crying about my PC being dead and not actually fixing it. Basically crying about stuff and not actually doing stuff. I kind of like drawing stuff too. I'm not very good at it, but I try. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, StarCraft, video games, of course, yeah. Owned you hard. Why do you think they'll subscribe to you? They don't, not anymore. Owned you hard. Are you going to finish your top 10? Maybe one day, yes. Birdcage! All caps. Good name. If you plan to end here before you're 30, then why not just do it now? Because I have some StarCraft to play. There's expansions coming out, man. Are you serious? Or at least after you eat the banana on Doomsday, because your true identity is up there with what happens after death on a list of unknown bullshit that I want to know. That's kind of funny. That's good. Owned you hard. How do you want to die? Answered that a million times. Mr. Questionable. A video game that provided the best memories. Earthbound. Didn't have to think. Mr. Questionable. If you could become skilled in any instrument, which would it be and why? Piano. I don't really have the, I guess I could if I tried. What do you make of the missing link in the theory of evolution, and how do you think we evolved to where we are today? Signet 2. I don't care. I'd try to give some pathetic answer, like doing like scraping the bare minimum of my knowledge about that, like trying to give you some answer to that, but I don't have much knowledge, so I can't really do that. Slappa, do you have a slappa? Sometime happy. No, I don't. I'm sorry. Magma flower. What is your favorite word in the English language? Coalesce. I discovered that about a year ago, that was my favorite word. 2 years ago. Secondly, I just want to say that I love your videos and have been watching for around 3 years. So it'd be okay if I glomped you. Oh, we're going back to 2005, guys. Let's get to some weeaboo boards and glomp some people. Totally, you can totally glomp me, man. XD. Gnome Tears. Are you ever going to upload more of those rants you made when you were 14 years old and you found those CDs? I guess I could do that if I get super, lazy. Why not? In your previous Q&A video, you said that you would never play League of Legends again and destroyed everything you once were. Can you elaborate on what the fuck happened? Oh my god! Oh, that's so right. League of Legends did destroy everything I once was. That game made me what I am right now. Made me stop giving a shit. Basically, the only way to play League of Legends, for me, is there's two ways. You can either be super mad about everything, which is what everyone does, or you can just not respond and talk to anybody ever, which is what I decided to do at some point. Oh god, and when you do that for such a long period of time, you don't talk to anybody, you don't care about anything, you just do it because it's something to do. Oh my god, you become a fucking husk. You're a husk. I'm a husk. H to the husk here. God damn, I suck. I would elaborate more on that, but I'm more than likely going to comment on that more later. Not in this video, but some later time. Oh, we're almost done. Wookiee Destroyer 101. Well, that was my narcissist. 468. If you were forced to live in a fictional universe, such as a book, video game, etc., for the rest of your life, which would it be and why? The Pokemon universe. Do I even have to say why? Fictional universe you'd hate to live in. Probably the fucking... Just because it's Japan, the Shin Megami Tensei, whatever. Shin Megami Tensei universe. What was your earliest gaming memory? I think I didn't answer that. Wookiee Destroyer. I'm so sorry, Mr. Questionable. Answered yours first. Wookiee Destroyer 101. What's your earliest gaming memory? I don't remember it at all, but I do remember, I don't remember any specific time, but I always fucking remember playing Mario Paint all the time when I was young. Really young. That was the game I played all the time. Yeah, that's it. What is there to do in New Brunswick, the YT Chronicles? Nothing. I say that with the straightest of faces. There's nothing to do here. Matt the Cruel. I saw you subscribe to Fag TV, which is, of course, Lag TV. What the fuck is wrong with you, Slappa? Those guys are fucking tryhard fags. I can't be picky anymore about the people I subscribe to, guys. I can't pick and choose anymore. I hate YouTube. I need something to do when I come here, which I still do occasionally. I need to watch somebody. There's something I have to do if I come here. And I wasn't a fan of them 2 years ago. Now I'm a fan of them. Take that for what you will. Vel Doril. Does not care anymore. That's right, I don't. Owned you hard. Who is your best friend in school? My favorite friend in school is a guy named Kyle Stanley, who, me and him were the tall guys. I was big and fat. He was just tall. He was an inch taller than me at all times, but I was still really big and fat. So me and him were the tall guys, and we had such we connected on such a humor level. Our senses of humor were just in touch with each other at all times. We were such a good comedic duo all the time. We were always on, me and him. Uh, he failed grade 7. He was the guy I was talking about. He failed grade 7. Had to repeat it. I didn't get to see him anymore because I switched schools at that point. Then he came back for my final year when I dropped out, and I hung out with him for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, cool. What's up, man? Yeah. And, but I think my best friend, who hung around with me the longest, was a guy named Tyler Strosser. I found him on Facebook, and I found his YouTube channel and stuff. I could talk to him again at any time if I wanted to, but, like, what would I say? Hey, man, I dropped out of school, I haven't done shit for 5 years, I'm living in New Brunswick now. What's up with you? You know, I can't really, like, do that. I have to, like, do something, you know? So, like, at least I know where he, like, I'm positive if I talk to him, he'd know, like, oh, hey, Justin, what's up? You know, he'd, like, be cool with it. But, I don't know, I don't really want to. Again, my my fucking weird disability of not talking to anybody but wanting to. If you could have one person to aid you in the apocalypse, who would it be and why? Owned you hard. I don't know. I don't know. I'd be fine with anybody, pretty much. We're almost done now, so, like, I'm kind of just going to wind down a little bit here. I have to give an answer to this. Oh no. I guess Daniel Radcliffe. Why not? Fuck it. Is there anything we as an audience don't know about you, aside from obvious things, what you look like, where you live, etc.? I live in St. John, New Brunswick. Like, I don't know why that's a secret, but what I look like will be a secret for a little while longer. Oh boy. What don't you know about me? Anything you want to know about me, just ask. Like, seriously, send me a PM or comment or something, and I'll fucking respond to it. Like, seriously, I will. Like, I'm not the kind of guy who just, like, dodges questions. I'll answer your question. If it's a serious question, rather. If it's a dumb question, like the melons and stuff, I'll dodge that because I don't really care about that. Bunch of numbers. How many friends do you have? Haha. How many good friends do I have currently? I'd say about 6. And how is your average day? I've already answered that. Wow, this is a long video, probably. It's been going on for a while. Yeah, an hour and 21 minutes. Hour and 21 minutes. 21, and then this is the hour, and it's recording. As you can see, right here, it's record. Wow. Am I really gonna upload this? Holy shit. Oh my god!